Good day, good day. Welcome everyone. We are here by the tree of life. We got the birds chirping, the wind waving in, breathing in that awesome oxygen, the sun beaming down on us. It's a beautiful, magnificent day. And I've always wondered about how to approach my thoughts when I'm uncertain. How to cope with uncertainty. Because when I'm uncertain about something, I could be very confused. I can say, I'm not really feeling the best at the moment and I wish things were more clear. And I have found that there are some steps that we can take to cope with uncertainty. Because we need that clarity in our lives to see with our glasses on. And the first thing that we can do is to feel. When you're in a situation where you're uncertain about something, the thing that you can do is really let yourself feel. Do not suppress that. Because when you let yourself feel, you notice the experience going on around you. And you can say, do you feel the tension around you? Do you feel the tension in your chest or on your shoulders, even a heavy head? Do you feel like your head's very heavy, or even stomach pain? Those are the things to look out for, because there is a thing in your body telling you something is not right. So really notice your own experience by asking yourself, how do I feel right now? Does my head feel heavy? Does my stomach hurt? Do my shoulders feel tight? Do I have a pain in my chest? That allows us to really understand how we feel. And when we understand how we feel about the experience, we need to listen to our intuitive decisions, to not suppress how we feel. If your body is in fight or flight, listen to that, evaluate that. And you can overcome your uncertainty by listening to yourself, by listening to vocation as well. And the second thing that we can do, the second step for coping with uncertainty, is to label the experience. Do not have a long label, but give it a short name, like it's unhelpful thinking. And whenever your thoughts are jumbled, I always say that the sky introduces the clouds, but the clouds eventually leave because the sky introduced them. The sky can also dismiss them. So tell yourself, is this something that is not being helpful right now? Are my thoughts being jumbled? Are they being clustered? Because that is what we need to know. Because we know how we feel. We may have this tension, but when we label the experience by saying this is particularly unhelpful thinking, that says this does not serve me, and we can dismiss that. We can scrape that off of our plate, and that is something that we can do. It's so beautiful for us to know how to use these tools in our everyday lives, especially when we're uncertain about something, whether it be a decision that's going to happen, a decision that's happening right now. You can take a step back and say, how do I feel? And label this experience through a short description. And the third step that you can take is to allow yourself to experience uncertainty. Not only to label it, but experience it by reminding yourself that it is okay to feel this way. It's okay to not be okay as well. So really let yourself feel, label the experience, allow yourself to experience the uncertainty by reminding yourself, saying that this is okay, but what do I need to change for the better? Because there's always something that we can do. And remember, silence is also an answer. Those are the things that we can do by taking that step back, feeling what's going on, knowing that you are the creator of your entire universe. This is your experience, and you have control. So if someone's taking your control, you can tug that back and say, I have control. Not as an ego-centered individual, meaning the world revolves around me, because it doesn't. We are all participants of the world in which we live in. But we need to allow ourselves to experience what's going on by remaining in the present, which brings us to the fourth step, which is to respond to the discomfort. You can say, I don't know. Many people are very triggered by people not knowing things, but you do not have to lie to yourself to say, I know everything. You can say, I don't know. This is discomforting. I do not know what's happening. So you can take deep breaths. You can give yourself time. You can acknowledge and disengage from unhelpful thinking that we talked about by allowing yourself to experience uncertainty. That is how we tap into our inner authenticity, our power, our gratitude, our patience, our honesty, our trust. Those are the things that nurture ourselves to cope with the uncertainty that is before us. And the fifth step that we can do after we respond to the discomfort is to expand your awareness. You can do this by meditating. The birds agree. By meditating, you allow yourself to come right into the present. So you can practice meditation 5, 10, 15, all the way up to 60 minutes a day. Just by practicing gratitude through meditation, you will find that your awareness is completely expanded to the point where you are no longer uncertain about things. You are definitely certain. Because when you see something, I see the tree of life. I see me right here. That is the only thing that I'm thinking about. And you can do this as well. When you practice that meditation, you become more like a dog. A dog will only see me and the tree of life back here. Those are the only two things that they will see. They will not be thinking about what happened last week, what happened last year, what's going to happen in the next 5 years. It is all directly into the moment. And by remaining in the moment, by expanding your awareness, you become very certain of what's happening by taking in the sights, sounds around you, by focusing on the present instead of the future or the past. You then tap into your inner spiritual self to allow yourself to be the best version of yourself, because you can do that. You can allow yourself to be the best version of yourself. So when you take these steps by feeling, by even labeling the experience, allowing yourself to experience the uncertainty, and by responding to the discomfort, as well as expanding your awareness by taking in sights, sounds, things that you can feel, and focusing on the present moment instead of the past or the future, then you really understand how certain you are about the decision that you are going to make. Things will come, things will go. By trusting the process and by understanding that you are a multidimensional being having a human experience, you can know that there are laws of nature that go into certainty, which is karma. Karma is a boomerang. If you toss it, it comes back. If it's positive, you'll get positive in threefold. If it's negative, you'll get negative in threefold. So remember to feel, to label your experience, to allow yourself to even experience the uncertainty in the first place, to respond to the discomfort, and to expand your awareness. So I wanted to thank you for joining me by the tree of life, with the birds chirping, the wind waving in. I know you see it. Taking in that awesome oxygen, and the sun beaming down, kissing us on the cheek, because you made this experience possible. You are a part of this, and I wanted to spend a special shout out to you for that. So thank you for joining me on Calmness and Tranquility. Bye.